Got some yucky tomatoes. We got back from a trip yesterday. I kind of walked through the garden really quickly because I couldn't help myself, but I didn't really look at too much. I did see some more blushing tomatoes. Hi, chickens. I hear a car at the end of my driveway. There's a car pulling into our driveway. As soon as I start recording with my camera, they immediately move their vehicle. Like, what are you doing? Why are you parked there? Anyway, welcome to our channel. We live in Connecticut, Zone 6B, and we just got back from a trip to Maine yesterday, and we had such a wonderful time. But we camp in our travel trailer, as people that watch our channel know, and we stayed near a lake, and we spent the entire weekend at the lake, and it was absolutely wonderful, and the kids had such a great time, and it was just so wonderful, and we really do look forward to going back there at some point. We were gone for several days. The goats did just fine. They had plenty of food. They still have tons of hay left and water, and our chickens, same thing. Lots of food and water left, so everybody did really well. We were really enjoying our life up near the lake this weekend.
Look at that shot.
Nice shot. Oh my god, yes! Videoing and doing a freaking...
Oh, no hole in one. So we were a little sad to leave yesterday, but I was excited to get back to check on the chickens and the goats, who did well, like I said, and see the garden. I walked through it really quickly yesterday. I saw some blushing tomatoes, and I saw some yucky tomatoes, which I took out and just threw the chickens. I'm so excited. All right, so let's check out the garden. I am already noticing a lot of cleanup that I have to do. There's a bunch of bolting lettuce that I need to get out of here. I'll probably harvest what I can eat, and then the rest will just go to the chickens. And I'm also noticing there's a lot of leaves that I need to prune off of the tomato plants, and also clip up some of them too. But for the most part, pretty good. We've got all of these tomato plants here. We've got sugar baby watermelon vining over everything. These are the Odeon bush beans that I started over here, and a tree of some sort. Also got the jade beans that I started on July 17th. Lots of lettuce that needs to get cleaned up and bolted. Those beans are pretty much done and are ready to come out. And these are Roma tomatoes that need to be clipped. My green stalk. It smells like cilantro over here. I have to harvest a bunch of herbs and some orange hat tomatoes. Flowers on our eggplant. It's exciting. The sweet potato bed is looking crazy. Got some sheep nose pimento peppers. No other sweet peppers yet. Our potatoes are starting to flower. And lots of hot peppers and poblano peppers. The hot peppers have been doing so well this year. Green beans, honey nut squash over there, and a butternut squash. I have 6 different Comstock and sliced tomato plants in here. I have never grown this variety before, so I was really taking a risk here, but so far I'm liking the appearance of the tomatoes. I think it will work out well, but I really crowded them in here, so I'm gonna have to come in and clear out all of these leaves. Our cucumber plants are doing okay. They really don't like the heat too much. It's been oppressive here. It's been really hot and humid here, and I don't think they've fared very well. I've had a couple of the cucumbers be really bitter. Most of them have been okay, but some of them were really bitter, and I just equate that to the stress of the heat and maybe not picking them early enough. While they weren't quite the size that they should be, it might have gotten to the ripening stage a little bit earlier because the plant was stressed out. This is just after a few days. These pickling cucumbers have gotten huge. So I'm gonna have to come in and harvest today, which will be exciting. This bed here had shallots and onions in it. Now we've got Lady Godiva squash in here and 2 different kinds of watermelon. This is an Abe Lincoln tomato plant in here. And then there's a Mountain Princess one too. Contender bush beans. A very large pumpkin plant that should not be climbing anything. I'm gonna try and get that to go the other way. New bush beans in here. Oh, I see a baby blue pumpkin in there. They're so cute. Got tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. Oh boy, there's an eggplant. And a blushing tomato that I will probably pick now because it has blossom end rot. Yucky. We'll give that to the chickens. I've already lost most of my zucchini plants are gone. There was a cocozelle here. I had gray zucchini and a green machine over here, and they just completely melted. This yellow squash here is struggling, so I'll leave it for now. But the squash bugs really had a field day. We've got more tomato plants in here and pepper plants behind it, and then I'll think of something in the front. Probably bush beans, or I might try and direct sow some more zucchini and see if we can get another harvest of them. Then over here we've got more potatoes, carrots. I've got nothing in here right now. And then we have bell peppers in here. More tomatoes. This squash plant needs some help. Got black beans in here. And these are purple hull peas. I've never grown them before. They look really cool. We had some strawberries in here last night, and I should have picked them. Looks like something else got to them. That's okay. Over here is pretty interesting. We had a whole beautiful row of zucchini and squash, and they kind of dropped like flies. Got more cucumbers over here. Oh, that one looks nice. This one's the H19 little leaf pickling cucumber from High Mowing Organic Seeds. Our ground cherry plant. Looks like I've got some serrano chilies back here. Lots of sunflowers. This is so fun because these are seeds that I saved from last year. I cannot wait to see what they turn out to be because I always grow so many different varieties. So there's always cross-pollination. And I'm really curious to see what the flowers look like on these. Last week when Steve came out here, he found the racer snake that was living in here.
Black snake. You're only going to see the tail right now.
I don't want to.
Look on the other side of the neem oil sprayer. It's probably going to go underneath.
That's not that big.
No. Just so you're aware, I'm probably not going to get it. It's probably going to scoot right underneath these.
It went out behind it.
Yep.
I had known it was in here because I found snake skin, like just in its complete form in the greenhouse one day. The hoses of some of the things out here freak me out because I think it's a snake every time. I've really got to get all this stuff up and up onto the shelves, but I cannot bring myself to do it because I'm afraid of what I might find underneath. I've got some of our zinnias. These are the semi-dwarf Pumila zinnias from Dollar Tree. And then I have some more back here. And there's a lot more behind it, along with sunflowers. Our cattle panel trellis of beans. Lots to harvest today. The day that we left, I ran out here literally right before we were about to leave. But I saw a red tomato. There's two. And I grabbed some of the tomatoes that were red or mostly red or fully ripened, little cherry tomatoes and stuff. And I harvested from the subarctic plenty plant behind me, and a Tiny Tim and a magic hat. So I was very excited to make guacamole using our homegrown tomatoes and jalapenos. We also got some cucamelons here. We are starting to get corn. And the kiwi vines still have kiwis on them. I'll show you more in a second, but they are gonna need a pruning again before they start to overtake this side of the garden. We're still getting kiwis. These kiwis are hanging in there. They are not near ready to be harvested yet. So we probably have another month before we would actually be able to harvest from them. But there are tons of them in here. So hopefully we get a little bit of a harvest from it. One last thing. These are Tiny Tim tomatoes. They're a container variety. These ones are from M.I. Gardner, and they do great in tiny containers. And I've been growing these indoors since January. So I think that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me while I walked through my garden after being away for a few days. It's always really fun to see how much has grown in just a short period of time. It always surprises me. I don't know why. But that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.